The water, I appreciate you. All right. All right, Shalom Israel. You can hear me, bear with me. Give me a second while I get this going. All right. Just double check. Most High in Christ, Most High in Christ. All right, let's clap it up. What a glorious day and time to be in the truth. I tell you that. First off, I like to start the class off with saying Shalom. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shabarakatah. Barakatham. Salakia to all the brothers. And Yahweh Shamar Adatha Bahashem Yahweh Shah to all the sisters, man. I am priest and officer of 500 Uraga Board, and this is the ISUPK Northern Cal Tuesday night brotherhood class. All right, I'm gonna start the class off with letting everybody know here in the ISUPK, we are here only for Blacks, Latinos, and Natives. We are not here for any other people. Why? Because those are the Lord's chosen people. And what we believe and what's factual is that this Bible, if you follow it and you get in the truth and get in order, you will be our King will come down and save us, man. The reason why we're in bondage and the reason why we're suffering as a people is because we have turned our back on our King. You understand me? So this Bible in the ISUPK with the Bible will bring back our people to the truth, will turn a lawless and immoral people into a law-abiding, righteous people, according to the Bible. You understand? All right? So before I start, I would like to give a shout out to my brother Mikael. I said that right, brother?
Yes.
Mikael came in the class today. The water for you for being here, my brother. I got my main man, my oldest, Meshach Messiah in the building. The water for you. Got the little lad over there, just shy in the building. Most High in Christ. Got my red partner around in the building. So Most High to you. All right, so yeah, so we're gonna get it on, man. Today's topic is stay focused on the truth. Why is that the topic today? Because everything we see that's going on in the world, us as Blacks, Latinos, and Natives, we need to stay focused on what the truth tells us, man. And the truth tells us Zephaniah chapter, a paraphrase, it's a lot. Zephaniah 5:3. Let me make sure I pull that. So you give me some time, Israel, real quick. Okay, so Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. All right. If we can get to Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Brother, pull that for me if you can. What are you looking for? Oh, the chapter we're going to read out of? Don't worry about it. Just listen, all right? I'll tell you how to pull the chapter later. I appreciate your zeal. I like that. All right? So we're going to go to the book of Zephaniah. All right? Because at these times and these days, it's very important for us to understand what these laws and statutes and commandments tell us. And also, this isn't a commandment from Zephaniah, right? But this is some advice. You got to understand, in the hood where I grew up at, they always tell us to listen to your old heads, right? They say that's where you get the wisdom from. You know what I mean? In this Bible, we get our wisdom from those prophets that were gracious enough to bless us with their wisdom. Were gracious enough to write these down in these scrolls for us to get them and receive them. You understand? All right. So we're going to go to the book of Zephaniah real quick, chapter 2, verse 1. And it reads, all right? This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation, not desire. See here, we are blacks, Latinos, and natives. We are those nations that's not desired here in this place called America. You understand me? So when we gather ourselves together, it's not just telling us to come together and celebrate Juneteenth or come together and celebrate Mexicans Independence Day. You know what I'm saying? Or come together and celebrate the Indigenous Day. It's telling us to come together, all nation, not desire. And what's that come together? What are we supposed to do when we come together? Go ahead, Mashak. You want to take a shot? Speak loud. Let's go.
I said teach, brother, teach.
Go ahead. What you gonna say?
Teach the class and
It's simple. You know what it is. You want to say it?
don't eat shrimp for cracker
Oh, no.
roast.
All right, that's enough. Go ahead. What are we supposed to do when we come together?
Celebrate the Most High.
No, we was close. What
Praise Yah.
and do what else? How do you praise Yah? How do you show that praise to Yah?
Your work is your worship.
All right. How do you show it?
Coming into the school, listen to these ICB.
And spell more. What do you do?
Following the law.
There you go. That's cool. You got to come together. And how do you praise the Lord? By following the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. That's how you show your gratitude to the Most High. You understand? Like, you have all these other groups out here, they tell you they follow the Lord, but then they don't follow everything. That remind me of the Christian church. You know, the Christian pastor tell you, oh, you can come in here as you are, leave out as you are, and come back tomorrow the same way. You get baptized in that Christian church and you get baptized living an alternative lifestyle, guess how you gonna come up out of that water? A wet alternative lifestyle person. You understand? It's not gonna change. But here today, we're telling you in the ISUBK that we have to stay focused on ourselves and stay focused on the truth. Why? Because there's so much going on in this world. Israel bombing Iran, Iran bombing Israel, Pakistan going at it with India. America is trying to get rid of our brothers and sisters, the Latinos. It's so much going on. And in these times when you have chaos, the best thing to do is stay focused on the truth. What is the truth? The Lord's way, the law, statutes, and commandments. That's the truth. All right. So with that, we're going to pull my first precept today. We're going to go to the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. All right. Good job, I appreciate you. We're going to go to the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. Just give him his passage to fall out. Okay, no sweat. Book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. No, because you're gonna have a hard time finding it. All right? We're gonna kind of move through it fast, all right? Don't worry about it, I got you, all right? So we're gonna go to the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11, and I'll let y'all get there. All right, this is the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. In that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. Here in America, man, we've been in sleep for years, man.
Yes, sir.
We have been in sleep. And I'm liking this scripture right here to the movie Matrix. And you see Neo. Neo was in the world before he actually was introduced to the Matrix. He would do his own thing. He was living life, right? And when he got introduced to that truth, when his eyes was open to the fact that all the things around him was actually not what he thought it was. Right? And that he was introduced to something that was the truth, and then he can see it for what it was. Beforehand, he couldn't see it. So that's what we are. He was asleep. And here in America, with us as blacks, Latinos, and natives, we sleep. We think it's all about the Benjamins. We think it's all about having a flyers car and a flyers girls. We think it's all about getting that big green. They sleep. That's the dream. That's the fantasy, bro. That's like playing a game. When you're not playing that game and you paying attention to this world, you begin to see deeper in it. You get in this truth, you begin to understand that, hey, if I eat these things, I'm going to mess myself up. You know what I mean? You begin to see, hey, if I live my life like this, it's going to cause me to lose my life. It's a higher power. In the video game world, you're not worried about that power. You're just worried about, you can cut it off and start over, rewind, you can do all that. And then when you get in this truth, you see the value of understanding your life, because you really only have this opportunity to get it right. Nothing's guaranteed out here. You know what I mean? You can try your best. Christian pastor tells you they don't even believe in reincarnation in the Christian church.
Right.
They tell you you're going to pass and you're going to go have a barbecue up in the heavens with grandma, grandpa. You're going to see great Auntie Irma. You're going to see all of them. You're going to see Tupac and Biggie go hug. You know what I mean? They go party it up. But here in ISUPK, we tell you the truth. We tell you like an onion. You're like an onion. You're like an orange. Once that orange is gone, it comes back. But what do you have to do with that orange to bring it back? You have to plant that seed.
That's right.
That's planting the seed. This is planting the seed. You know what I mean? And then we not only plant that seed, but you got to nourish it right. You got to give it the proper nourish. And then when you get it coming, you got to take care of it. You got to show it how to grow. Have you ever put a seed in the ground and you notice the tree is leaning? Right. Without the proper guidance to stand it up straight, right, it ain't gonna go where you want it to go. You know what I mean? So that's very important. So here in this scripture, it's saying that sleep is people in the world. So while we know hearing the truth, what we know, and while we go out every week to talk to our people, is to wake them up out of that sleep.
Yeah.
All right. So let me continue on. Salat, verse 11. Time to awaken of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. You see what's going on in this world. You see what's going on. If we tell you that the third war is coming, you can look at the news and you can see that that's happening. China lining up with who they allies. Russia lining up with their allies. The U.S. lining up. U.S. saying if they ask Trump if he gonna get involved in the Israel conflict between Israel and Iran. He said he don't know. That's not even an answer. You know what I mean? He's saying he don't know. And at the same time, Russia said we gonna back Iran if the U.S. get involved all day. And not only that, peep this: China secretly flew into Iran. Right. They didn't say what they flew in for, and they didn't say what they left. Oh, come on. Yeah, we here. So in this moment, brothers and sisters that's out there tuning into this class and hearing my voice, understand this. You have an opportunity to be a part of something. Be a part of something that's greater than what you see going on around you. If you Black, Latino, and Native, you have a chance to come in this truth under one umbrella and serve the one true God. Yahweh is his name. You understand me? And our King Yahweh Shah. And if you get in this school and follow this truth and believe in this truth and follow the commandments, the Lord will show mercy upon you. I'm not fearful of anything that's going to happen out here in this world. In fact, I have a bag of popcorn. I might have to go back to the store and get a new bag of popcorn because that's been sitting for a minute. I've been waiting. I've been in here a little minute, but I got to get a new one. I don't want it to go bad because when the bombs start to go, I'm putting that popcorn on. And I'm going to open my windows. I'm going to open my blinds. And I'm going to say, Kwam Yasha'Allah. And I'm going to hold my cup up. I'm going to say, Kwam Yasha'Allah. That means rise, Israel, rise. That's what I'm going to say. Because the Lord's words are true. If you look at the curses in Deuteronomy, when they tell you what you're going to go to it, you're going to leave out of one place bondage and go into another place in bondage. What other people have ever went into bondage and came out and went into bondage again? Go ahead.
Probably slaves.
You may. Who are the slaves? Go ahead.
Black, Latinos, and Mexicans.
Dang right. Black, Latinos, and Indians were the slaves. And you know what? And it's so crazy because even if you look at it now, they tell us we free. We got a bunch of brothers and sisters who go to Juneteenth festivals and go turn it up. But they don't even know because they're asleep that they're not free. We don't have an army to protect us. They say free to Palestinians in Gaza. Gaza has an army. Gaza has a home. Where's your home, black man? And what really ticks me off and getting under my skin is that it's black people saying, oh, that's the Mexican fight. We're not going to help the Mexicans. Well, guess what? Congress passed a bill saying you can, Salaki, you can, what is it called when they get you out of the, you can, what are they doing to the president? Deport. You can deport anyone. They passed it in Congress that anyone can be deported. Go ahead.
If I may, they were talking about deporting Eli Musk.
Oh yeah, but he's African. Yeah, he's African. But the Congress passed a bill saying anyone can be deported. Why would they pass that bill? It's something that they ain't telling us. They got a plan for us, Judah. While you saying it's the Mexican fight, it seemed to me we might want to get in this fight with the Latinos. Because guess what? They right there. They helped us one time before and saved us. We ran out of slavery, running from this oppression, ran straight over there. And guess what they did? They fought for us. So much that they lost some of California and Texas.
Yeah.
They got pushed back. They could have easily gave us over, like the Staken Africans did when we was over there in Africa. When we ran from them Romans and them Greeks and ran into the other nations to try to hide. What happened? They rounded us up and said, here you go. Yeah, that's what they did to us, man. So the hell with them. Them not my brothers and sisters. My brothers and sisters fought with me. They died with me. And to this day, they still with me. Here in the ISUPK, we are only here for blacks, Latinos, and natives, and no one else. You know what I'm saying? So lucky. Did I finish that? I get the feeling. It's the time, y'all. It's time to wake up. I mean, look, if y'all not ready for these times, I don't know what to tell you. I lace my boots up every day. I let it be known who I am. I'm a prophet of the Lord. Some people like to say we are revolutionaries. You can call it what you want to, but I am that for the Lord. You understand? Go ahead.
What you're saying is so heavy. We're telling people that we only allow Black Latinos
And Indians?
and Indians because
Native Indians. Okay?
Native Indians
All right.
because no one else helped us live except the Mexicans.
That's
you know?
right.
Not Korea, not Portugal,
Come on.
not even Brazil. No one helped us except the Mexicans. So Mexicans are the only people who let in the school, Black and Mexican people, because no one knows that World War III is coming. All they do is sit down and eat shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster. But in the ICBK, we really study on that. We don't just sit back and eat shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster, you know?
That's right. That's right. Look. The water for your knowledge. The water for your knowledge, young warrior. So this next scripture we're going to pull out, we're going to go to the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 1, and we're going to go through verse 7. I'll give brothers and sisters time to do this. Yes, sir. 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 1 through 7. It's no other better time, and I say this all the time, because every time when you see me on this internet, no, it's no better time. It's no better time than now to be in this truth. Go ahead.
Just like if I may, you said 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 7.
Verse 1, we're going to go through verse 7.
Wow.
No sweat. Just let me know when you get there.
There.
All right.
17.
Brother Mikael, are you there?
I am there, chapter 3.
Chapter 3, verse 1. We're going to go through verse 7, all right? This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 1 through 7. This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. What does that word perilous times mean?
Danger.
Danger. There you go. Most high. It means dangerous. It's going to be a dangerous time that's going to come. What times are we in now? It's dangerous time. You know what I mean? We don't know what's going to come overnight in America. We know Iran is threatening America. They believe America's behind history. You know, hey, Russia believe it too. China believe it too. You know, so we are living in perilous times. We're living in dangerous times. Verse 2. For men shall be lovers of their own selves. Go ahead. Talking went down. All right, go out, appreciate it. So like verse 2, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boosters, proud, blasphemous, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. Unholy? What is unholy? That means, go ahead.
You're
Get
not,
the cup off his face.
you're not the Israelite school.
No, the word holy means what?
Means you're separate.
It means separate. So in the Bible, it's saying unholy. So they're what? They're not separate. If you look at America, everybody, they always come against us. We go to camp, we got to go against our own people because they don't like what we say about Donald Trump or America in the whole. If you don't like it, leave. You know what I mean? Like, these are the times we're in. It's just blasphemous. Look at what these pastors is doing to our king, man.
Yeah.
They pushing an agenda of him being a Caucasian, alternative lifestyle person. When we know that Christ was black, thanks to the book of Deuteronomy and Daniel, they told us what color Christ was, but yet these Christian pastors, they tell you it don't even, and when you tell them this, they say it don't even matter what color it was, right? But if it don't make a difference, why is he that color?
That's right.
You know, we have to understand those things. What else? It says, lovers of their selves. What is that? That sounds pretty pedophilia.
Right?
That sounds very feminine.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And then,
What you're saying is so heavy, lovers of themselves, it just speaks like they're very selfish and they only think about their race and their people. They don't think of anybody outside of themselves.
I'll give you one better. And that's on point too. The lovers of themselves is a man loving a man. A woman loving a woman. You know what I mean? It's baby Babylon in America. This is okay. You know what I mean? Like I'll just say it like this, right? Being a lover of your own race, it's nothing wrong with that. You should be proud of who you are, right? I'm proud of being in the tribe of Judah, but I love all the other 11 the same way I love my tribe. You understand? But when you're a lover of yourself, you engaging in weirdness. You're a lover, and you gotta always, when the Bible telling you some stuff that's real, you gotta look at it for what it is. Don't try to water it. That's what the Christian pastor do. He'll water it down for you. Here in the ISUPK, we'll give it to you raw and uncut. You know what I mean? We push the best truth. You can't get it like this nowhere else. You know what I mean? Because it needs to be said, right? Lovers of self, covetous, boosters, proud. When you walk around, you proud to be an American. You just so proud to be an American. You're not proud to serve the Lord. You're not proud to know who you are according to the Bible. You're not proud to honor thy Father, which is in heaven. You know what I mean? You ain't proud to walk his walk and push his truth, but you proud to be an American. Those are the same people who gonna run from you. When something go down and you look for, I tell the sisters all the time, sister, if you want a real man, get them in the ISUPK. I mean, these brothers in here, we're trained to give our lives for our people. That's what we're here for. You know what I mean? One brother had told me, he like, y'all like the Black Panthers. I said, we're nothing like the Black Panthers. You can say the militancy, yeah, I'll give you that. But the Black Panthers didn't follow the Lord. They didn't put the Lord first. They had Chinese people, white, they had all type of people in their crew. And then the things they would do to get their money wasn't always righteous. You know what I mean? We understand that this war here is not carnal. I cannot pick up bare arms and go to the state capitol and take back what's mine. I'm gonna let my king get back. But until he come back, I'm gonna yell to the mountaintops. Now, don't get it wrong. Here in the ISUPK, we are not violent. But in the words of the Ottawa Captain Tazariak, don't cross the line. You cross that line and you're going to find out how real we are. You know what I mean? You touch one of my brothers, I'm going to show you how real I am. Go ahead.
What you're saying is so heavy. A major reason why they are being so big on immigration right now and trying to deport people is because they're finally seeing us as a threat. Everybody's united, everybody's connected with each other. They see Blacks, Latinos, Natives, we all finally connecting with each other. And they got to figure out a way to break that up and stop it from happening, because once we unite 100%, we dominate everything.
Oh, yeah. And that's heavy. I caught that up for you. That's heavy. But one more thing. Go ahead, sir. I'm going to let you get there. What's up?
if people say that with like the Black Panther movie, I mean the movement, that's not true at all because the movie Black Panther says that it's just all black people. But in reality, it's not like that.
Sure.
It's not like that. A man can't turn into a panther after shapeshift.
Yeah, no, you thinking about a real movie. I give it to you. You still got a lot to learn in this truth, brother. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. You are right, but you gotta just keep paying attention, all right? All right. Most High in Christ to that. But verse 3, here we go. Without natural affection, we
Serious.
truce breakers. We these brothers and a man, come on, America done turned us out.
Very much.
We're truce breakers. I tell somebody, yeah, brother, I'm gonna be by there tomorrow. You be like, yeah, tomorrow never came. But you come in this school, man. If you need anything from any brother in this school, you ask for it, and we tell you we're gonna give it to you. You can bet your bottom dollar you're gonna get that. You understand me? But they truce breakers. They false accusers. Women run around now. They false accusing brothers. Oh, he took it from me. Oh, he did it. Knowing dang well she might have got 2 tips too loose off the goose. You understand me? And then gave it to this brother and don't remember nothing. Go ahead.
What you're saying is so heavy. A lot of people probably haven't seen the movie Sinners, but what you're saying reminds me of Sinners because the oppressors sold these 2 twin brothers this little property that they can have all these like whatever they wanted inside. It's like a barnyard. And in the end, the oppressor came and tried to take over. They pretty much wiped out all the people that were there. But even deeper, what they said was, you don't realize this. When you bought this, the oppressors were coming back to mom. They were gonna kill all y'all anyway. And they came back the very next day to kill everybody because they gave a commitment. Them brothers bought that farm, and they thought when they bought that farm that they were set for life. But the whole time the oppressor was coming back to kill them and resell their property anyway to somebody else.
I mean, you know, but what that movie shows you is that the oppressor is the devil that's about to speak up. And then a lot of people, when we say that, they're like, oh, they're being racist. They're calling him the devil. And, you know, they picture the devil with a pitchfork and he's red. First and foremost, that is the devil. And that is how the devil looks. He's red. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to stay on point of what I'm trying to do, but I'm going to paraphrase a little bit. It said Jacob and Esau was born. It said Jacob came out and Esau came out what? Red and hairy. If you see the oppressor today, what do they look like? They're red and hairy. You think they have all these shaving commercials and, you know, for blacks? For us? No. Those aren't for us. Those are for them. If they don't shave, they're going to look like cavemen. They're going to look like the people who deserve to be in the cave. And if they're in the sun too much, good night. It take them days to get back to whatever color they were. So I don't understand why they would call themselves the white man when in reality they are the red man. They're red according to the Bible, and the Bible still is factual, right? It's factual. Esau was red and hairy. These old pressures is red and hairy. And this is why it's important to be in the truth. Let's continue on. So they're truce breakers, false accusers, incontent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. People despise us in this truth. They despise these brothers in the UPK, and all we try to do is do good. They are upset with us because we say, look, you are of the tribe of Judah if you're a black man. You are of the tribe of Issachar if you're a Latino or a Hispanic. Depending on how far off you are of this tribe. The Jamaicans, you this, you this. They despise us for that. Hey, you know, so like Israel. Yeah, they despise us for that. You know what I mean? Like they are despisers of those that do good. Verse 4. Traitors, heady, they like mighty up, high-minded. Look at that. You can't tell these women nowadays nothing. They are. You can't tell the brothers nothing now. You tell them that Christ is black, they want to fight you. They high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God. They want the pleasure. They care about the money. They care about how they feel and what good feeling they can get more than knowing who they are to God and how they should serve Him. That's why if you have an ear, you got to hear this truth, man. You have to hear it because this truth will set you free. People think setting you free means letting you out of jail. You get out of jail free card. No, setting you free is freeing your mind, my brothers and sisters. Freeing your mind and let you know who you are according to this Bible, biblically, that you are the chosen people of the Lord, man. You understand? Let's go verse 5. Having a form of godliness, godlessness, but denying the power thereof. So they got the form. That's the pastor right there. He got the form. He got. What is that? Like it sounds spooky when you really listen to him. He's telling you about the book. He got the book in his hand. He got the image of godliness, but he don't. What it say? But denying the power thereof. They deny the power that's within it. So, you know what I mean? They don't tell you the truth. They're focused on getting your revenue. My grandma passed away. She went to a church for 30, 40, 50 years. When she passed away, we had to pay the pastor to have her service at the church. She been paying him for 50 years. Man, come on. That sounds like a pimp to me. That don't sound like a man who served God. You know, and what people don't understand is this the wicked world we live in. And then they want to tell the ISUPK you wrong. Commander Junior High is building schools up around this nation every month, almost every month. There's so many schools. I think it's over 40 schools around this nation. You understand? Like they got the brother, and I hate to call him a brother, but I'm gonna respect him because he's a brother. Dr. Umar Johnson. He's working on building a school for kids. He asked the black people for $2 million. They gave him $250,000. He cussed all of them out. He said, "I know y'all niggas can do better than this." So like, yeah, that's what he said to him. "I know y'all can do better than this." Now, if I was this, I would have got this. Listen, that's not how you go about it. You know what I mean? But and he might get it, like General Young was saying. He just might get it because when you talk to black people like that, it's for some reason it seems like they like it. If you tell them that they are the Lord's chosen people and they are special people, they don't want to hear you. They want to crucify you. They want to get rid of you. You're a racist and you're speaking blasphemy. When if you really think about it, knowing who you are according to the Bible, if I tell you you are a king, you are a king and you're higher than any of these people here. You're better than the Caucasians, you're better than the Asians. If I tell you that, that will should spark some type of switch in your brain. To know that you are stronger than these people who are over you because of the situation you're in. And if I tell you if you do these things, you can get out of that situation. Mentally, when I walk around, I don't have all the money in the world. But brother, I'm gonna tell you, when I walk around and I see a Caucasian or Asian, when I was in the world, I would look at them as if they were better than me. I would. I'm not gonna lie. If I see a police, it's, you know, yes, sir, I got my head down. I want to show them I'm innocent. When I walk around now in this truth, I got my head held high and I look at them just for what they are. Just for what they are. Because I know who I am according to the Bible. When I look at them, I look a certain way. They see it. They taking their glasses off and look at me. Right? Hey, look, we get boo kisses in the ISUPK. You know what I mean? Because the truth be told, can't no other people live through the oppression that blacks have, and Latinos and natives have lived through. We lived through some gruesome times. That's why when people say free Palestine, I can't relate to that. Because right now it's not one person that's genuinely from Palestine that's there for the Latinos. It's not one person from Palestine that when black people was in slavery, they didn't have a march and a rally for black people out there. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta figure it out. Why do we always gotta be the one to support everybody? And these same people from Palestine are coming here, opening smoke shops and selling tobacco to our kids. Sleeping with our women. Go look at Habaji's sister and watch what happens. Habaji be ready to take your head off. They don't want you with their sisters and their mothers, but they can be with your women. The hell with that, man. It's time for Blacks, Latino, and Natives to come together and rise, man, and stay focused on the truth. And the truth is, we cannot be together with these other nations. So, like, I know I'm going off, so I'm gonna keep going for time's sake. For such turn away. They turn away, the pastor turn away. Verse 6. For of the sort are they which creep into houses and lead captivity silly women laid with sin. They go in these houses and they get these silly women that laden with sin. I just want a good man. And they can go vice versa. A woman can be a snare to a man. You will see that tail and see that face, you'll be like, whoop! And you get with that woman, and next thing you know, you crying in child support with nothing. And then she tell you, I got you. I got you. So you know, it's what you wanted. You wanted this fine thing. You know, so yeah, you know, sin. And then it says, led away with diverse lusts. You know, so whenever lust get involved, it's a problem. If your eyes is telling you this woman is beautiful, that's good. You should know she's beautiful. But if your lust and your inward part is telling you that you want to get more out of this woman without knowing her, without taking the time to court her, then you're going somewhere that's going to lead you to destruction. Right, brother.
I was writing a song on coming here today. It's based on what you just said. So after class, I showed it with you.
Okay, I would really appreciate that. I would really appreciate it. That's it.
Well, what?
Verse 7. Hold on. I'm going to finish it off with this. Verse 7. Ever learning and never able to come to knowledge of the truth. So if people are ever learning, but they can't come to the knowledge of the truth.
Going to college.
Yeah, and that ain't giving that. You learning. Going to college is learning. You own
Going
something.
to high school.
Yeah.
Going to Sunday
Come on now.
Going to synagogue.
Come on.
Masjid.
But guess what they ain't never learning?
In the casino.
What they ain't never learning, right?
What they ain't never learned is
What the brother just said.
is the truth.
That's it. That's it. The truth. The truth, my brother. Because the truth will set you free.
Yes.
And if they was learning anything, they will be free. Instead, you got these brothers out here and they not, they lost. They think having the kids on the corner, standing on corners with kids and putting our sisters out on the street, money over beads, rolls over H's. You know, and then they tell your kids you can be what you want to be. My son had went to school and they told me it was Pride Week. I lost it.
Oh,
But I didn't know what they were.
practice.
Yeah. And they got it where they're teaching the whole week about different whatever that things we call. Yeah. Pronouns.
Gruesome.
Yeah. So when I went to the school, and this is why I love the generals. I mean, one second, I got you. This is why I love the generals, right? I was watching the scripture breakdown. And General Haas broke it out. He said he went to his child's school and caught through a fit.
He did what?
He went to his child's school and had a fit on
Yeah,
him
can you imagine?
and told him this is not what his son is going to learn. It's against our religion, and this is not what I'm going to have him teach. I'll hold him at home for the rest of the week.
Right.
But you know, the schools get paid for the more kids that come,
That's right.
and the consistency of them coming.
Right.
So they didn't want that. So they were like, oh, well, we can, do something different with your child. So I went to the school after seeing that. I went to my child's school,
Right.
and I did the same thing. And they told me, well, we can reassure you we're not encouraging him to be this way. We just want him to respect other people's values. I told him, look, I get it. It sounds real sweet, but I know this.
Too sweet.
Come on now. I know this stuff. The truth is bitter and the lies are sweet. So anything that sounds good to you, it's a lie. It sounds good, it's a lie. It look good, it's a lie. You got to judge people off of who they are inwardly. Don't look outwardly. If you look outwardly and say, oh, this person is just so, ooh, look at her, woo, a 10. You're going to end up with a negative 20. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the truth is bitter and the lies are sweet. It's hard to take this truth. That's why this class topic is stay focused on the truth. Because if you allow yourself to slip a bit, you will lose your focus on this truth. You got so many things in this world that come against you to keep you away from this truth. And all you have is the true man of the Lord, and the ISUPK, to keep you tuned into it. I pray you understand. All right, let me finish this up real quick. Oh, that's it on that. Anybody got some? Go ahead, Angela.
What you're saying is so heavy. You know, the only thing I could really say that I agree with Trump was when he first came into office, they had passed a new law stating that children have the right to state their gentrification,
Mhm.
and there's nothing the parents can do about it,
Right.
nothing that the parents can change about it.
Mhm.
They have the right to identify as what they please. And Trump came into office and he threw that law straight out immediately. He said, no way, kids are, no, we're not doing that. And that's the only thing I can tell you about Trump. And I was like, I agree.
Hey, no sweat, no sweat. Go ahead, Michelle. Hurry up. So I can keep going. Okay, most high in Christ. All right, well, I'm gonna tell you this, sis. It's nothing to like about the white man because he's a damn devil that the Bible speaks of. That's what I'm gonna tell you first. Secondly, you know why he did that? You know why he did it? Because his kids are the ones that they're going to school and wanting to be called dogs. They want to, you go to take one of them kids, they at school saying, I'm not a human today. I'm Miss Chicken. Pop, 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 pop. And the teacher say, hey, Miss Chicken. That's what they're trying to stop that. They're not doing that for black kids and Latino kids. They want to water you down. They want to make you less than. Have you ever heard of buck breaking? Why would they do that to us? And how could they be talking about us if they ever did that to us? They're not. They're talking about their own people. Right now, they are having a hard time reappropriating. They cannot do it how Latinos do it. Get that. That's why they want to get them out of here. Our brothers and sisters, they are populated to wonder why you have a shop. Thank you, Yahweh Shah, for that. Black sisters is starting to wake up. They getting it in. And the only people who can't do it is poor little Caucasians or Asians. Why is that? Because the Lord fought a battle that we don't even know he's fighting for us. And the least we can do is wake up to the damn truth. Go ahead, Michelle. Hurry up, hurry up.
The reason why Donald Trump wanted to become a president was the old president, he was trying to correct things that the old president used to allow. Like, recently, me and my dad made a video, and then Trump was saying kids above 8 can't do something can't be fed by their parents, by their son, or something.
Oh no, they want the kids to work.
And then Trump is just here to he's so busy here trying to stop World War III. The only thing that can stop World War III is God.
All right. Do you think God will stop it?
Well,
No, listen to what I asked you. It's no defense. Do you think the Lord will stop it?
No.
Yeah, right. And you want to know why he won't stop it?
Because
You don't know. But you want to know? Because if he stops it, you're going to stay in a situation you're in. If he stops it, we're going to continue to be under these people. They're going to continue to do our brothers and sisters wrong. They're going to continue to unalive us on the street. It was a man who killed 2 senators. Well, 1 congressman and 1 senator. Shot 1 congressman husband, they're still alive, and unalive the senator husband and herself, or vice versa, right? Do you know how they caught him? With a weapon on him. Walked him in. And I'm sure they took him to Burger King to get a burger before he made it in. You understand? But if it's a black man, Fidel Castro, a black man in his car getting pulled up for a traffic stop, and he tells the cop, hey, look, I got a firearm on me, but I got my concealed carry permit. Cop say, oh yeah, no sweat, go ahead and pull your driver's license out. As soon as he do this, oh, he reaches, blah, 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 blah. It's that simple. They don't care for you. So World War III has to happen. Because if it's up to us, thinking we can kumbaya with these people, we will never be free. You will never know what the truth is. You will never know how to free yourself from this bondage. You need the Lord. And the least we can do is follow his laws, statutes, and commandments, that's the least. I'm gonna tell you like this: if I don't see it, I'm fine with it. I'm comfortable with knowing that I did it, and I did it until it was over. I want to walk a road and hold steadfast till it's over. I don't know no man in my family that ever did anything right until it was over. Every man that I know in my family, they always traded and did this different and did that. My daddy couldn't stay with his mom, and he told me when he was alive, it's reasons why he couldn't stay with his mom. You know what I mean? My mama couldn't stay with my dad, and it was reasons why she couldn't stay with my dad. I'm going to be the one different in my household, in my family. I'm going to stick with my rib. I'm going to stick with my kids. My kids are going to say, my dad lived his life righteously, and he followed the commandments until it was over. He didn't leave the truth because he didn't want to take a check in. He didn't want to listen to the man above me. Did the disciples listen to Christ? Did they know about the book that we got? We got a book that's telling us the truth. Did they have a book to tell them this? No. They had to go off of what they knew, what they felt. What Christ was doing was showing them miracles, and they knew he was the truth. Right? So this is why, we got to stay focused on the truth, man. So let's go to the book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 19, Baba Kushab. And Baba Kushab, by the way, Brother
2:19.
Yes, sir. And Baba Kushab, by the way, Brother Mikael, I'm trying to get it right. Hopefully I'm getting it right. That means please. Baba Kushab means please in the Hebrew. All right. At the water for everybody that's tuning in, I saw the Adawan Lahab, the water Adawan to you. You know what I mean? I'm really gracious that you tuned into this class, sir. It means a lot to me, sir. The water. And the water to every other brother and sister that's out there online watching this class. And I pray that this message get through to you. And I pray that you get into this truth, man. Because what we need is more soldiers and brothers and sisters in this truth. And before we get there, I'm gonna let brothers get there. What was so amazing and so beautiful to me is to see how the United States Army is. Right? Then I'm gonna just paint this picture for y'all. The United States Army looked weak. You see the Koreans marching, you see the Chinese marching, you see the Russians marching. They looked really strong. And then here you go seeing the United States Army walking in the middle of the street. They wasn't even on one accord, right? But here in the ISUPK, we have a beautiful army. Hebrew Academy was beautiful. And those brothers was marching in order. They had the whole building shaking. Sisters crying. It was beautiful to see. Because here we have the Lord's army with us. And whenever you have an army that looks better than the Lord's, you know you're doing something right. Go ahead.
If I may, this year's Passover was amazing.
And let's talk about
Yeah, 150
brother.
brothers that graduated from Hebrew Academy, which the general was like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, did you bleed? Did you sweat? Did you do it all? You hear, like, and then brothers was
They earned it.
Khan.
They earned it.
Khan. That was amazing to see.
Yeah.
That was absolutely amazing. Because them brothers was dedicated. It was just something amazing to see because people are starting to wake up and realize the truth and wanting to be a part of something that's bigger than life itself. This is a movement. This is something bigger than that. This is bringing us together. We always been one, but now we're starting to wake up and realize us united, we stronger than us being separated, or I should say holy.
Exactly. There you are, right. Cut that up. Go ahead, Mashak. You got to slow it down, because you got a lot you want to say. I can't wait till you get up here to tell the class. Go ahead and say what you want to say.
What Asra's saying is so happy, but the Passover was amazing. It was amazing to see the brothers graduate. It was amazing to see all the people there, all the sisters understanding,
Right? Okay.
all the generals there, all the kids there, all the people who's just now recognizing that could be me too. I could be the next one to have a coat.
A cover?
A cup.
Yeah, I'm right.
I could be the next one who controls the black. I could be the next one who controls the classes.
Right.
I can even, they willing, I can even be a general.
Oh yeah, right. That's my task, my brother. The generals are hardworking men. They make themselves available to Israel every day, every minute, every hour. It's every second. It's not a time these generals are not working for these brothers and sisters. They have no days off, and man, I'm just thankful for them. But yeah, you know what? That was a testament for you to see that you can be something greater than what America tell you. You can serve the Lord, and you won't get all the riches and the gloriness that America gets. You know, in the scriptures, a man came to Christ and he said, "Well, what can I do?" He said, Matthew, I'm paraphrasing. He said, I followed the commandments since a child. I did everything I could since a child." And Christ told him what to do. Christ said, "Sell everything you got." So come on. Then he said, he said, well, he didn't say too much. I think he walked away. He left sad, pouting, because he couldn't sell what he had and gave to the homeless. This is why here in ISUPK, we feed the homeless. We're not government funded. We don't go back to Africa to find the Israelites in Africa. We deal with the Israelites we know that's here in America that's been traded into bondage. We deal with the Israelites that's here in America that's getting deported. We deal with the Israelites that's here in America that gets unalive for buying a pack of Skittles and an Arizona tea. Those are the people we deal with. There's a lot here. Go ahead.
If I may, what you're saying is so real. You know, having our children grow up and look at the generals as a role model and say, you know what, one day I'll look up to be us, that's heavy. They're not looking at these rappers, they're not looking at the music industry, music videos, political figures, none of that. They're looking at real, genuine leaders and saying, I want to be that one day. That is heavy.
Right. Yeah. You know what? And that it was a movement like that before. It was in the 70s, or I want to say the 60s.
60s into the 70s.
Right? Where we
Black
were,
Power movement.
exactly. But this movement is different because it's based off of something. That movement didn't have no foundation, right? It was, I'm not gonna say it wasn't necessary because it was very so necessary. But we have a foundation. We have the Bible behind us. And not only that, it's not telling us that it's just about these people, right? With the 12 tribes and what we see going around, it's telling us it's about all these tribes. I tell my son when he go to school, them Latino brothers and sisters at your school, them your brothers and sisters. Start calling them your brothers and sisters. Them black kids at your school, call them your brothers and sisters. If it's any Indians, they're your brothers and sisters. So now he go to school, he call them their brothers and sisters. He got all types of friends, right? Am I lying? You got a lot of Latino friends,
But
right?
you saying this so heavy.
No, hold on, I'm asking you a question. You got a lot of Latino friends, right? You got a lot of them, right? Yeah. But hold your peace. Let me get to this, all right? So we at the book of John, 1 John, chapter 2, verse 19. All right? This is the book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 19. And it reads, they went out from us, but they were not of us. Right? If they had been of us, they would have no doubt have continued with us. But they went out that they might be made manifest that they were not all of us. What is this saying, man? This is talking about the truth. You have brothers who leave the truth. You think why do you think we know about 12 disciples, right? Why is it only 12? You think it was other people who didn't see the miracles Christ was doing and wanted to be a part of it? They left from among them. They left them. That's like the ISUPK. When we started in 1969, you got break-off groups who left us. I'm not even going to name them, but you know who they are. They left the school because they didn't want to deal with the fact that you can have multiple wives. Some of them wanted to be cops. Some of them were police and took bribes. You know what I'm saying? Some of them wanted the power that they couldn't stand with. Do you know how many disciples probably wanted to be as good as Christ, but respected who Christ was? Because you know one thing that they wouldn't have wanted to do that Christ did? Go ahead, brother. I want to hear you. What's one thing that they, now you know it. What's one thing that they wouldn't have did that Christ did? They wanted to heal. There you go. They wouldn't go lay their life on the line for the people, but they wanted to be Christ. So those people, they was with us. Right? But when it came to that time, he only had how many with him? It was only 12. And then some of them folded off. You know? So this is talking about the truth. 1 John chapter 2, verse 19 comes down. This is talking about the truth. All right? I'll read it again. We're going to get off of this. Verse 19, 1 John chapter 2, chapter 1, verse 19. Select. Chapter 1, I'm sorry, verse 1 John chapter 2, verse 19. They were out, select. They went out from us, meaning they left us. But they were not of us. But they were not of us. So they left us, but they were not of us. Right? If they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us. But you get what I'm saying? Like it's self-explanatory. They were with us, they left us. But no, don't do that. But no doubt, if they was with us, they wouldn't have never left us. Right? Let's continue on. But they went out that they might be manifested. They wanted to be prayers. They wanted to go out and do these things. And you know what happened to them? They couldn't do it. You don't even hear about them. They talk about the prophets in the Bible and in Christ. Name another one. It was millions of people who followed Christ and learned his teachings and tried to do what he was doing. Tell me one that was able to leave him and continue to do his work. This is why it's important for brothers to stay in the truth. Stay focused on the truth. Don't allow yourself to drop your sword. Don't allow it. It's not worth it, my brother. I'm in the truth. I've been in the truth for a little minute. It's not long enough. It's not long enough. There's so much more I can learn. So much more that I can get out of this truth to make me a better man, a better husband, a better father. You understand? Like, don't leave the truth. Don't drop your sword. With that, let's drop that. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 12. Chapter 11, verse 1. Salaki. And this is Paul speaking. All right, I'm trying to learn
verse 1.
Yep, 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1. Baba Kushai. All right. I'm going to try to get through this fast. I took a little time, and Salakia for the late start. But had a few things I had to do. But it's nothing more important than staying in this truth, man. A lot of people come up with excuses as to why they can't do it. Oh, man, I would join y'all camp. This one I heard that used to get on me. It used to irritate me. Brother said, I would join your camp, but y'all don't like brothers with dreads. Y'all say I got to cut the dreads. I would join y'all, but I got to stop smoking weed. You mean to tell me when Christ comes, what you going to do with that blunt? You going to drop that blunt. Them dreads, you going to be cutting off. Look, sir, I don't have dreads. You don't want to catch that check, you did. But you can't join the truth because you got dreads or you smoking weed. We don't want you anyway. The ISUPK motto is we don't want no cowards in our camp. If you're a person who easily influenced to leave us, the scripture just told us you left us and you never was with us. Because if you was, you wouldn't have never left us. We don't want no cowards in here, man. I don't want to be walking down the street with brothers and then they go down and they running away from me while I'm fighting to the death. I want to have some brothers who are going to fight to the death with me. And if I get taken out in the middle of that fight, that's going to give them more courage and more zeal and more spirit to go harder. That's what I want, because that's what Christ wanted. Christ wanted brothers who was going to continue his work and continue to push his truth. Tell my rib all the time, look, man, whatever the hell happens in our relationship, however you decide to go, if you say, I don't want to be with this dude no more ever, make sure my son is brought up in the truth. Make sure both of them is brought up in the truth. Do that much for me. I'm going to make sure. But if something ever happened and I'm not here, damn it, make sure they're brought up in the truth. This is where they need to be. This is their home. Outside of this, they have no home. All right? With that, let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter, Israel. I got a new sword, so I don't know what 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1. Just let me know when you guys get there. We're going to run through this.
Got it.
All right, Most High in Christ. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1. And it reads, be ye followers of man. So like this is Paul speaking, right?
Yeah.
Verse 11, be ye followers of man, even as I also am of Christ. Pardon me. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ. Now, was Paul out of order for saying that to brothers and sisters? A lot of these other brothers, people say, we're wrong because we follow General Yohanan. They say, why are y'all following General Yohanan? You're not supposed to do that. The scripture says, follow the Father. And then I have to calm them down very simply and say this. Did the disciples follow Christ? If the scripture says to follow the Most High, why are the disciples following Christ? Because I don't know what I need to do if I don't have someone to show me how to do it. You know what happened when you read this book and you get your own understanding? You end up like the damn Christian pastor. You end up like T.D. Jakes. You end up like Creflo Dollar at the Diddy parties. You know what I'm saying? Got the whole choir at the Diddy parties. You have to have the proper guidance. That's what Christ was doing with the 12. And that's why he told them to go out and spread the gospel and do that work. So in this moment when Paul is talking, he's saying, follow me. Why is he saying that? Because he's saying, I can show you the way. I went through it. I was with the man that did it. So follow me and let me show you, because why? I'm still following that man. I follow General Yohanan because why? Since 1969, the ISUPK still been teaching the same things on platforms. Ain't nothing changed. Not one breakdown has changed since 1969. Now, who else can say that? All these other groups that left the UPK created their own gospel groups. They wear purple robes. They look so pretty, but they don't teach what they learned in this school. But Commander General Yohanan held his sword and he held it down. And he didn't change one breakdown from what he was taught. The water wire I was shot at that. That's the man I can follow. That's someone I can follow. That's someone I can follow. And if you speak wrong on him, I'll damn near take you out. I'm sorry, it's a lot. I don't want to get clipped. But I'm saying, look, that's my father right there. That's more my father than my earthly father. Because my earthly father didn't show me what he can show me. But Commander General Yohanan brought me to the water wire Havashah, and he gonna tell me it's all Most High in Christ. He don't take the glory. He say, man, Most High in Christ. I tell him every Passover, the water serve you, because I don't know where I would have been if it wasn't for you holding this troop down, blessing me with captains and generals that I can turn to and look to on how to raise my kids. Before when I came to school, I didn't know I need to be brotherly to my son. My mama and daddy told me, just whoop butt. Whoop them and they'll understand. And then I thought about it. I said, well, that's what happened to me. And it led me to being on the corner trying to sell drugs. So that can't be the way. General Yohanan and the generals showed me a different way, man. And for them, I'm forever thankful for them. You know what I mean? So like, we're going to hold that, all right? Give me 1 second. I'll get through this, all right? All right. Verse 2. Now I praise you, brother, that ye remember me in all things and keep the ordinance as I delivered them to you. What are the ordinances? Oh, I didn't even go to the proper school, but this is perfect on point. What are the ordinances? Go ahead.
The laws, this.
The ordinance, man. The ordinance, if you break it down, order, hence. So it's the whole thing. And like you said, it's the order.
Feast days,
Oh, yeah.
Shabbat.
Yes.
Praise God.
Yeah.
There is peace.
Exactly. Exactly. The ordinance. You keeping all the ordinance of the Most High. It's brother. It's other camps in churches. Why don't the churches keep these feast days? If they're telling you the gospel, it's all in the gospel. Right? Go ahead. I'm sorry, I feel like y'all went to the wrong chapter. I went to 11, 1 through 2, but that was on point.
It was perfectly on point.
That's the Lord. That's the Lord, man.
Perfectly on point.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but they did the following Christmas and Easter.
Yeah.
All the holidays, which by the way, every single holiday, people are really on point. They will look at what these holidays actually came from, what they mean. It's always devastation and some kind of death and evilness. That this is what people celebrate all the time.
They want to make another one. They actually have it. What do you think gay LGBTQ week is? That's a holiday.
Sure
On
is.
Black History Month,
Yeah, I mean, what is Black History Month?
the same thing.
True.
Like I told my readers, I said, look, everybody's gonna run out here for Juneteenth. They don't even go to the Passover when the Lord, we celebrate the day we came out of Egypt. The Lord did it. You gonna run out here on Juneteenth to celebrate the day of death? He giving you 10th. He can't tell you which day he freed you, but I freed you on the 10th. And you running out here and you partying because y'all got freed on Juneteenth. Little do you know you sleep and you've never been freed. What he did is let you go because he did so much wickedness to you that if you have a baby, the baby gonna grow up scared of him because it's through your DNA. They ran a test on some I want to say some rats, and the rats every time the rats go to this area, it'll shock them. So the rats start staying away. Do you know those same rats would conceive baby rats, and those baby rats naturally would not go to that area?
Immune.
Come on. So they can free you on that day because why? They already broke you. Here in the ISUBK, we're going to rebuild you. We're going to make you stronger. We're going to make you better. We're going to show you how to be a real man. You think a real man is being strong and tough? No, a real man is following the Lord and taking on whatever prosecution that may come with it. That's what a real man is. Like the woman with her 7 sons in the Apocrypha.
Maccabee.
Yeah, Maccabee. So like, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that was real right there. That's how you be a real mom raising kids. I want to ask the general about that too, to say, was the father around? Because you just talked about the mother and the kids, right? But at that moment, it really didn't. To me, it's like being in the truth. If it's a story with the mother and her kids, the father must have been killed while they conquered. That's what I took out of it.
Heavy stuff.
You know what I mean?
Heavy stuff.
Because it had to be a man present for her to raise them kids like that.
Heavy stuff.
Just like Fred Hampton, when he was unalive. His wife, she was pregnant, and she still was because he taught her that. She taught her that.
To this day.
Yeah.
Still
And,
strong.
yeah. And his son, he's not doing what his daddy did, but he's very much aware. He's very much aware. But then if you look at Dr. King kids, they what are they doing?
Not the same.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Those are different.
And this shows you why it's important. I'm not gonna go too long. It's almost over. I'm gonna let y'all go. I had a few more scriptures, I think, but what I do is I do a run on class next Tuesday, and we'll finish it off. Is that all right?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. All right. But what I would do is I'm gonna leave y'all with this. This is why it's so important for men to take control of their families, to be the leaders and the heads of their families. Because if not, you will have a woman that's growing up, and as a father, you can raise your child to be strong. Your woman, your girl child, Shalaki. But if a mother is raising all these kids and she can do her best, these kids will never reach their full potential because the father is going to push them to what they should be. A father is going to lead them into the way they should go. I'm going to raise these kids. They're going to attend Passovers. They're going to, even if they say, I'm not listening to him, I'm going to go my way. They're going to find their way back because they're not going to know anything else. My son asked me what neighborhood are we from? He said, Daddy, what block are we from? What did I tell you, Messiah?
You said we from the truth. TK.
Yeah, right. That's what block we from. You understand me? I'm gonna go ahead and let you get your question in. We're gonna work our way across, man.
Would you say this is heavy? You know, a lot of people, they end up getting lost in what society displays for them instead of knowing the truth. So a lot of time, a lot of people get lost and don't really realize the true definition of who they are.
Right.
And what society is doing is they're trying to brainwash all of our brothers and sisters and make everybody have this fake hope. Even being at my job, I work around, to be honest with you, it's dominantly Filipino people at my job. Dominantly.
Mhm.
And we have a handful of black people that work at my job, or even Native Americans or Latinos. But it's really sad because society paints this picture where you're almost feeling like it's normal for Filipinos and oppressors to be the leaders at in certain job settings, which is not right.
Yeah.
So it's good that people are starting to wake up and realize that we are the lost tribes, and we are actually the ones that are the chosen. We're not the ones that are the oppressors. We will actually live past this lifespan because it is in our DNA to do so.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Wrap it up because what everyone in here is saying is so heavy. And I just want to say, if you got in these ICPK
Right.
practical knowledge things, you do not know what you do.
Mm.
If you're at church, there is no race. At church, they just be like, oh, just come to my house, he's corporate. But after all, it's not like life is not like that. You know, it's not seeing people eat cornbread with each other. It sounds big, no different. But we just don't like Philippines and other people at our school because
I'm gonna stop it for you to get the live clip, all right? What you're saying is heavy, huh? What you're saying is heavy, and there is no other place like ISUPK. And what I want you to do is to hold on, continue to learn. It sounds good to say it, but it's so much that comes with it. Christ gave his life, and when they came to arrest Christ, Peter, I believe, tried to cut somebody's ear off. And Christ picked that man's ear up. Now, this is the person who come and arrest me. I pick his ear up and put it on his head, and then turn to Peter and say, "Get thee behind me, Satan." Because Christ had a mission. Right. Christ had a mission, and he was going to see it through. So what I would say to you, young man, is I see your zeal, but you have a mission, and your mission is very long. See your mission through. All right. With that, I'm gonna just end it with, we have to stay focused on the truth. Remember our covenant with the Most High and stick to it. All right. The water for everyone that tuned in tonight. I want to say salute the brothers and sisters. I'm gonna start with the brothers. I like to end the class with Man of Israel, Majum, which means to stand. If you're able to stand. All right. Do it. Salakia, Man of Israel. If you may, just we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher, which is myself. And I'll show you how I go, my brother. This Man of Israel, a Majum. A Majum is like this. A Majum Shabbat. Step out with your right foot. A Majum, back to a Majum. Lift your pocket. Barak. Right hand on your chest.
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Barakatah. With this more than one,
No, you're doing good. Just say Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Barakatah. All right? And I'll say it back to you, brothers. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Barakatah. What I said was Yahweh, We know that's Yahweh the Lord. Barakatah, bless you. Bahashim, be with you, bless you. In the name of Yahweh Shai. That's what I'm saying, all right? Just to make sure I say the thing. I don't want to tell you something wrong, my brother. But
Right down there.
yeah, let me get it for you. A lot here. If I may. If you'll bear with me real quick. I'll get it for you, my brother.
No problem.
I'll get it for you because I don't see it here. I don't see it here. Just up here.
You still write it down for me?
Yep, I get you a copy. I'll get you a copy, all right? Men of Israel, we're gonna give one courtesy salute to the sisters. If you can stand out of the or any sister that's out there, we're gonna turn and face the sister. Men of Israel, we're gonna give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amazim Shabbat, Amazim, Barak, Yahweh Shema, Hashem, Yahweh Shah. That's right.
Yahweh Shema, Hashem, Yahweh Shah.
Yazmatah,
Class dismissed.
dismissed.